Greetings, everyone. Crew of Abstract Tiger Productions here. I am Chris.
I'm Drew.
And we are back with a brand new episode of Bad Batch, Season 2. This is episode 3. Last time we had a two-parter, because they dropped 2 episodes, so it was a two-parter. Yeah.
Is it considered a two-parter if it doesn't do the to-be continued thing? It kind of just cliffhanger, they were falling, and then everyone's okay.
Then next episode happened.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, the big thing that the takeaway from those two is the Empire was basically raiding Dooku's castle, taking all of his fancy stuff, and I was reading online after the air episodes and we had recorded and whatnot.
Yeah.
If you take a look at it, it took 3 of those big, giant, like triangular ships to haul the entirety of Dooku's wealth out of that castle.
Yes.
The Bad Batch was only sent to maybe steal like a crate out of one container.
Yes.
And that would have freed them and set them for life.
Yes.
That's how rich that dude was.
Yes. Because he was not only combining his personal wealth, but he was stealing from
everybody else
that was in the Trade Federation and Separatist,
whatever. He's just
would that be Alliance or Separatist Army?
Yeah.
Because drones are not cheap. Not drones, droids.
Droids.
Golly.
Depends. The Rogers are pretty cheap. The others, the B2 super droid battle droids, are a little bit more, and I'm sure the destroyer, and obviously the commando droids
and the tactical droids.
Yeah, then the tacticals. Yeah. And we basically had. I
laughed at my own joke. Sorry.
Okay.
I was thinking and getting all the cough drops for Grievous.
Oh boy. Okay.
See?
Right. Okay. So they ended up not getting anything really after it was all said and done, even though Omega was trying her hardest because she heard Echo and they're talking to, I think it was Hunter or
it was Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter about, continuing the fight, and Hunter wanted to settle down and give Omega a real life.
Yeah, if it wasn't, if we hadn't taken her from Camino, we wouldn't be in this position.
Yeah.
Because they would have already been able to go underground, but because they're taking care of her, they have to take that into consideration. And she heard that and got sad.
Yeah, and then we got basically, despite how loyal he was to the entire thing, Commander Wilco, he got killed by Admiral Rampart just because he wouldn't falsify a report saying that Clone Force 99 was dead.
Yeah.
Still.
And I was actually like, oh no, Wilco's gonna be a problem. Like, he was very smart for a...
Well, he was a clone commando, so...
Well, no offense to, like, Rex or Cody or Jet or anything like that. Wilco is a new clone that we've never seen before, as far as I'm aware. And he was incredibly tactically proficient. Yeah. He was not just good soldiers follow orders. It was... I bet they're hiding behind that rock right there, and they use this as a diversion.
We also did see Wrecker have a little bit of smarts, because he, like, basically field stripped a tank and turned it into a mobile, like, daka gun. Well, it was more the gun.
I was going to say, he was channeling his inner Rambo.
Yes.
Even though Hunter is the clone personification of Rambo.
That bandana doesn't really give it away.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's about wraps up what happened last times. We shall see what happens this time.
Yeah. Oh, there's one more thing. Sid has a new friend who's voiced by Wanda Sykes.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's just see if that makes a return. I don't know. It could have just been a cameo. We don't know yet. But there is a way to know. and that is to watch the new episode.
I was gonna say that feels like it would be a waste of a cameo
Oh.
because there was no real information other than she's got a thing for tech.
Well, did until he started talking.
Until he started talking.
Yeah, until he started talking, and then she's like, okay, all right.
All clones have brown eyes. You ruined it.
Yeah, well.
I said let's watch it.
Yes, let's watch the episode. Bad Batch.
There's your bum bum.
A solitary clone. Ooh.
More cut?
Oh, hello. Where am this? This almost kind of gives a feeling of like the Pike place.
Yeah.
Like, or at least Spice Runners.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Governor of Desix, state your business here.
I am here to relieve you of your title, Mistress Ames, by order of the Galactic Empire.
As I have told your government, Desix does not fall under Imperial jurisdiction. Take your forces and leave peacefully.
Well, your request has been received, reviewed, and, as you can see, rejected.
How disappointing.
Oh my. They have a lot of battle droids.
Oh,
I have a message for your empire.
Oh. Hey, there's
Crosshair. So even in the Empire, he's still
number.
yeah.
CT-9904. Congratulations, you've been medically cleared for active duty. Reminds me, how long were you left stranded on that Kaminon platform before being recovered?
32 rotations. What are my orders?
The newly appointed Imperial Governor has been taken hostage by insurgents, demanding Desix be recognized
Ooh,
as
I think we're going to get like just a Crosshair-centric episode. Nothing from anybody else.
Ooh.
You're being sent in under the guise of discussing a diplomatic resolution. Once you arrive, do whatever is necessary to secure the city and ensure Governor Broughton's release.
It's been a while. Good to see you.
Commander Cody.
Cody.
I was thinking that.
Nice.
I was like, that
Wow.
helmet looks way too distinct.
Yeah.
A lot's changed, as you well know. When I heard you were cleared for duty, I requested you specifically.
Regs have gone AWOL too.
So I've heard. Rumors are more and more clones have been questioning the order.
Then they are traitors. Like the Jedi.
Well, good soldiers follow orders.
Because Cody was trying to resist with Obi-Wan, right?
No, he pretty much instantly turned when he had it. The only one that sort of resisted that we've seen was Rex with Ahsoka.
I thought Cody resisted in the animated version, but
I
not
don't
the
know.
movie.
No.
Release me this instant!
Negative. The governor said to keep a close eye on you.
I am the legitimate governor of Desix, you scrap heap!
You'll have your freedom once we have ours.
The Empire will never agree to your terms.
Precisely why I know the diplomatic envoy they're sending is anything but peaceful. Governor,
The Imperial shuttle is within range.
Let's welcome them, shall we?
Affirmative.
It looks like they've chosen not to negotiate. How unfortunate. For you.
Fire!
Owie.
Wow, alright.
That doesn't look good. Yeah, for them. We found the shuttle. There are no survivors.
Confirmed. Return to the city.
Roger, roger.
That's... should I was about to say, you didn't check the entire ship. You just opened the door and looked in.
Yep.
He's missing him intentionally.
Yep.
But he is not even phased by the tank fire.
It's okay. We're here to help.
Well, I don't think they believed you. Oh, I used Droidicus. Oh, hello! Jeez. That was brutal.
Indeed.
Hit him with a pop-up. Nope. Didn't work. Boof. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Secure the tower.
Oh, okay. Wow, they have a lot of those.
Any ideas?
Just try. Oh, the little reflector disc things.
She doesn't know how to counteract him because he doesn't work in.
Normal.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Where do you need the puck? Throw it. How far? As far as you can.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
More reinforcements. Commander?
Oh, no, jeez.
Nice throw. Nice shot.
We were defending ourselves from a hostile occupation. Your forces are the only threat to my people.
We are not the enemy. The Empire seeks to establish peace and order throughout the galaxy.
Peace. There was a time I believed in that. So much so my colleague Mina Monteri and I put forth a treaty with separatists and Republic senators alike to end the war. Your Supreme Chancellor rejected it. I realized then, peace was never an option.
It's an option now. Listen, we both lived through one war. Let's not start another. Too many people have died already. We can resolve this without more bloodshed. Please, do this for your people.
Nicely handled. Now execute her.
Sir, I promised a peaceful...
You did, I didn't. Now execute her.
So much for peace.
I gave you an order. Follow it or face the consequences for disobeying.
Oh, well. Okay. Crosshair did.
Put her body in the square. Let it be a warning to the rest of them.
Those were the new TK troopers.
Yeah.
clones are not being used anymore. They're still being phased out now.
Yeah, which is what they were talking about when they were having lunch.
Yeah.
We're soldiers. We do what needs to be done. You know what makes us different from battle droids? We make our own decisions, our own choices.
Huh.
And we have to live with them too.
Yeah. Looks like he's not really getting much sleep
Yeah.
anymore.
After your success on Desix, I'm entrusting you with another mission. Report CC-1226.
Why not Commander Cody?
Cody?
CC-2224.
Yes. It appears he has gone AWOL.
Oh.
Clone loyalty does not seem to be as advertised anymore. Funny, isn't it? All these clones around you keep disappearing. Problem?
No, sir.
You're dismissed.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That. That had no good feels in it at all. Well, I say that.
We got to see Cody.
Yeah, we got to see Cody, which kind of, but knowing how he was affected by Order 66 and did try to attempt to kill Kenobi on Utapau, but yeah, it's and then we got some basically classic Clones v droid combat.
Yeah.
So, but it was bookended by some very heavy stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. The clones are actually loyal. I mean, almost to a fault.
Yeah.
Granted, they had the inhibitor chip, which turned them against the Jedi and whatnot, and but after that kind of gets shut down. I mean, a lot of them still work for the Empire. Others, like Rex, Gregor, to a certain extent, from last season,
Yeah.
went, obviously went AWOL and trying to do their own thing, and
Yeah. Tut's been running around for a while now.
well, he's been he's been out of it for since, I think he said, since the first Battle of Geonosis in episode 2.
Right, yeah, no,
He
but
was-
that's what I was saying was
He's been out of the loop for
he was one of the
long
first ones to
time,
go
yeah.
AWOL. And so that
Yeah.
makes me wonder how come they never, because they didn't know about the inhibitor chips yet. They were using that storyline to basically explain how chain codes work.
Yeah.
Was he affected by Order 66?
I don't think so.
Because
I think,
he didn't talk about feeling the urge or anything like that.
No, because
But he also wasn't around
he was
any
not
Jedi.
around. He also wasn't around any like superior officer who had got the orders. He was living on a farm with his
Right.
wife.
But
and
that's
2
what
kids.
I'm wondering is if we could come back to that storyline where Cut has been, like, something happens.
I don't know. I think because of the episode last season, whenever we saw him, I think it was like episode 2. I think.
Excuse me. Yeah, it was episode 2.
Yeah, it was episode 2. I think because he said Rex was there like the previous week or day or whatever, I think.
The day before.
Yeah, the day before. I think because of that, he could have easily been told about it, and he in the interim could have had it removed at some point.
Okay.
His inhibitor chip. That and probably his brain chemistry being out of the military or the clone army for so long also could have affected it.
Yeah, because he was a Gen 1 as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, all of the clones had it, regardless of their gen. But
Well, I was saying he was physically aged.
yes,
Like how Omega could just tell by looking at Rex
Right.
that he's a Gen 1, and
Yeah.
he's basically like, wow, call me old.
yeah. But what Cody said there at the end. What makes them different from battle droids is
Yeah.
they make their own decisions and they have to live with them.
Yeah.
So that also ties into the fact that they are, regardless of Order, whether they, like Rex, when
Yeah.
he was Order 66, he felt everything that he was doing, and he just could not stop himself.
Yeah.
He remembered everything, even after after Ahsoka took his chip out of his head. He remembered everything. I mean, it's not like a magical amnesia thing where he forgets what happens.
And that's why when Rex and Ahsoka have that reconnection in Rebels, you feel it. Because we didn't know what happened. So they went back and showed us what happened.
At least part of it. Yeah. But yes. If you're referring to Order 66 and stuff like that,
Yeah.
yes. But I don't know. I still
How
think there's still...
Rex was Order 66ing with Commander Jet.
That was Jesse, not Jet.
Oh, that was Jet.
Nope, Jesse.
Okay, my apologies.
Jet, I don't know. That's from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No, I was thinking there was a Commander Jet, Jett.
There may have been at some point, but that's not who was...
Okay, Jesse. I apologize.
Jesse, yes.
So, yeah.
And...
Also,
yeah,
we still
it's
call him
very...
Captain Rex and not Commander Rex.
What?
Didn't he get promoted?
He got promoted and then demoted.
Because of Order 66?
Because after he got his chip taken out, Jesse was technically in command and basically took over and demoted him, and then said you were, going to be terminated anyway as well. So,
because I remember
Rex said, "Well, I didn't particularly care about being a commander, anyways."
Yeah, because I remember Cody went to Utapau with Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Anakin stayed behind, obviously, because and Ahsoka was sent with Rex and Jesse. I really thought it was Jet.
Nope.
To Mandalore.
Yep.
So, Season 7 breakdown.
Yeah. Very briefly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. You're beginning to see more and more. The occupational force that's arriving is the TK trooper or the more stormtrooper, which is the conscripted people, those who they're just blinded by basically a fascist regime.
Oh yeah.
So, where as opposed to having an inhibitor chip planted in your head to alter your personality and almost in some cases wipe it out completely, depending. But yeah, it was very solemn. I mean, there's no really happy clappy stuff in this one.
No, the action was good, but
the action
other
was
than that,
good. Yes, fantastic fight choreography, especially with the little reflector puck things. That was pretty much what his thing was whenever we were introduced in season 7 of Clone Wars.
Yeah,
with the Bad Batch. Here we just kind of see that it doesn't have to be stationary for him to use it.
Yeah,
it can be in the middle of the air, flying through the air, and he can use it to take out a tactical droid.
Yeah,
it's like
it reminds me of the trick shot that Deadshot pulls off in the very beginning of when we first meet him in Suicide Squad, where he's up on the roof and he's got all the different little reflectors.
I'd have to be reminded about that. It's been a while.
Will Smith, Deadshot.
Okay, yes, I know what
Okay.
you're talking about. It's just it's been ages since I've seen that. I don't. But yeah, some equivalent to that for those of you who remember that. Wow.
Because it shows him driving around town, setting him up and like turning him at the right angle and stuff like that, and then it just shows him up on the roof, and he you know, his monocle that he's like known for.
Yeah.
He like tones in on it and he sees his target, and he's waiting to get paid. And
Yeah.
he finally gets paid, and he does that wrist shot, and it's ting 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 ting.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And
those kind of trick shots have always interested me. Yes, I understand they're completely, totally unrealistic, and
Right,
laws of physics have
exactly.
nothing to do with that. But like things like that and Wanted, some of the trick shots they pull off in Wanted.
yeah, the most unrealistic of them all.
No,
Bullets
if you
don't
wanna
work that way.
If you want to see the most unrealistic one of them all, it's The Matrix.
Well, kind of. I think the guns still sort of operate by some logic. It's just Neo makes it unlogical.
What?
And stops them in the air, and then they fall to the ground.
What movie was it? It might have been Wanted, but there was one where it was like a barrage of bullets coming at someone, and they had just like one little handgun, and they were doing this to block the bullets with the side of their pistol. But I can't remember what it was.
Don't know that either. So
Comments let me know, because I know I'm not imagining things.
I don't think I've seen that Wanted in like bits and pieces. I never actually sat down and watched it from start to beginning, but I know
It
the
is
basic.
so good.
I don't know. And then the MythBusters debunked it.
Yeah,
Everything they
if
did.
you can you curve a bullet.
Can you curve a bullet? No.
The really funny thing is, in the unrated edition, or the not rated edition, whatever you want to call it, his ergonomic keyboard. So in the theatrical release, when he smacks Chris Pratt with the ergonomic keyboard, yeah, it's Chris Pratt.
Oh.
So he smacks him, and the keys go flying. You know, it's like slow motion Matthew Vaughn style.
Okay.
When he does it in the not rated version, it spells out "fu." That's like one of the best
Oh,
things. That's the
jeez.
difference between the two.
Okay.
James McAvoy smacking the. So basically, Professor X smacking the crap out of Star-Lord with a keyboard, while Athena is waiting in the car downstairs. I'm just saying.
All right.
Superheroes.
There was a lot of references to that little story.
It was.
Yeah,
You
I
need to watch Wanted.
Didn't. Maybe.
Or read it, at least.
Let's see. There was something else that I wrote down here. What was that?
Words.
Oh yes. Cody is now AWOL.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah. And also
Which
the
I mean
first
is-
thing that whenever I wrote down, confirmed that it was Commander Cody.
Yeah.
No yellow, but gray.
That's why I was second guessing myself, because he had the antenna on his shoulder.
Yeah,
and I was like,
he looked
is
like
that?
he had the same helmet, the same
is.
pauldron, and everything, but it was gray instead of yellow.
Yeah.
Which I can see that because.
But he's the only one I know that has the antenna, so I was like second guessing myself.
Yeah.
So when they said he took off his helmet, and I was like, no.
Yep. It's
And then
Cody.
they said it, I was like, yay.
Yep. It was more like, oh yay, Cody.
Go back and watch our reaction to our reaction. Yay. Cody.
And apparently Crosshair was stuck on that platform for 32
Rotations.
rotations or days or whatever until somebody came by. Doesn't say who.
That means that he was just floating out in the middle
He
of
was
the
just-
water for a month with no food.
He was on that platform.
he might have
so,
been-
yeah, he was on that
might have
landing
been,
platform. So,
fishing.
sure. You know.
No, he was on the landing platform, but
Yeah.
I was just saying he was floating out in the
Yeah.
middle of the water because everything
I'm
went boom.
sure, yes, everything went boom. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably a lot of dead fish. That's a lot of fish.
That is a lot of fish. What would have been great is if we got to see Cody with like facial hair, Castaway style, where he gets picked up.
Cody.
Not Cody. Crosshair.
Crosshair.
Sorry.
Oh,
I was. Yeah. If we got to see Crosshair when they picked him up, because if Rampart's the one that shot up Camino, and he comes back a month later and is like, "Oh, we left somebody."
I don't think he came back.
No, but that's like what I'm imagining is just
okay.
someone being like, "Hey, you know that place you shot up a month ago? Yeah.
Yeah, somebody.
We have a clone down there that survived." And he's like, "Oh man, all the paperwork."
What? But it also
Talk to your
the
union
opening.
representative.
What?
I said he could talk to his clone union representative.
Yeah. Okay. It also with the opening with and at the end too with Crosshair in his room by himself.
Yeah.
Also kind of gave me little vibes of that one episode with Agent Callus.
Oh yeah.
Whenever he kind of wakes up by himself, after it was like definitely whenever he and Zeb were trapped on that moon of Geonosis.
Yeah.
It had that vibe of just like, just all sparse and, this is all you get. And, it really, triggered that.
Yeah. I'm still holding out hope that he is like, Fulcrum. Like he's Crosshair. I'm still holding out hope that he's going to realize the Empire's not all it's cracked up to be and start being like the. I wouldn't say the original Fulcrum, but I would say a Fulcrum agent.
Well, you haven't seen it, but in Tales of the Jedi, it's strongly hinted at that Ahsoka actually takes up the mantle of Fulcrum first, and then starts the network.
So she's Fulcrum,
and then starts the Fulcrum network,
and then believes to be dead. There's other Fulcrums. Callus becomes a Fulcrum. Ahsoka comes back, becomes Fulcrum again.
No. After Ahsoka is lost, quote unquote, on Malachor.
Yeah.
Yes. That's when. Well, and after Zeb and his little interaction on the moon and everything, that's when Callus takes up the mantle of Fulcrum.
See, I thought he'd been Fulcrum the whole time.
No. It was Ahsoka. Yes.
Huh?
Because there was the episode in the first season where Hera gets a call from Fulcrum to go to basically this one planet, and Sabine forces her way onto the mission because she wants more answers and whatnot. That was not Callus. That was before Callus had his revelation and change of heart. That was season 1 or early season 2. No, it was not season. It was season 1. Yes, it was season 1.
Because season 2 is all Darth Vader.
Season 2, Ahsoka is actually back. She's still kind of having, like the Fulcrum contacts, but she's more like face-to-face type of thing. But she has the network.
And then after that,
her and Vader's fight on Malachor. She's presumed dead. Fast forward a few episodes or whatever, Callus has a bit of a change of heart and starts using Fulcrum to help.
Okay. I need to rewatch Rebels because I was thinking the whole thing is that Callus was Fulcrum the whole time, and that's why it surprised Zeb so much.
Nope.
And he's like, we gotta rescue him!
Nope.
Okay.
Alright. Well, that was,
You gotta break down a season 7 and part of Rebels, so...
Yes.
More than you bargained for.
Yes. I wish I could say more about the episode. I mean, it was fantastic. It was, like I said, it was good to see Cody back, but, he's kind of sort of back-ish to his normal-ish self.
Yeah.
Somewhat, but he obviously was having second thoughts about what happened and whatnot, especially when he hesitated in response to Crosshair bringing up the Jedi again. He just kind of,
Yeah.
Good soldiers follow orders, and it was more of a. I said that so many times because of the influence of the chip, and it's just like,
Right.
This was not one that had sunshine, rainbows, and bunnies in it. So but it was a good episode, really good episode. It's delving into more of a philosophy type of, the differing philosophies and how unflinching that Crosshair has kind of sort of. I don't know. He's trying to hold on to it, but I don't. Yeah. I feel like he's fighting against himself now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see what happens the rest of the season. What happens? I don't know. It could be very much easy. Like, I don't know. I think also at some point in this, we're going to get the whatever incident that basically had Rex get disillusioned with and go and live on a desert planet.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything else.
I don't either.
So, well, thank you for joining us on this wonderful reaction journey with Bad Batch Episode 2, Season 3. This was the Solitary Cologne.
Episode 3, Season 2. The Solitary Clone.
Solitary Clone. Oh, boy. Yes, Solitary.
Smell good.
Oh,
get your Crosshair, ladies.
What would that smell like? Never mind. Let's not. Let's put it in the comments if you would buy essence
electrical fire and seawater.
Would you buy cologne made by Crosshair? Put that in the comments. All right. Well, until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you do not miss any new episodes coming out. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye and be blessed, everybody.